Hey, this is Ellie from Magic Beans, and in this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly what you need to know about the best infant car seats of 2018. Now, if you have any questions about infant car seats, strollers, convertible car seats, you should go to mbeans.com/questions and ask us your questions. You can give us a call at 617-383-8259, or you can leave a comment below. If this is your first time joining us, my name's Ellie. I'm from Magic Beans Videos. We compare and review the latest and greatest in baby gear. We publish videos every week, so if you want to see more videos like these, please subscribe to our YouTube channel today. And remember, all of these infant car seats are available from us to buy from Magic Beans with free shipping. Here are the best infant car seats of 2018. So I'm about to show you some of my very favorite infant car seats. The first thing you need to know is this is not an installation video. I'm going to be showing you some of the special features of these car seats, and it will help you with the installation, but this is not an installation video. This is just a how-to video to tell you the different features and benefits of the different infant car seats. All infant car seats sold in America pass Motor Vehicle Safety Standard 213, so they are all safe to use. But as you'll see in this video, a lot of the infant car seats that we're going to show have advanced safety features and advanced installation features, which we really like, because the safest car seat is the car seat that is installed properly in your car. So the first car seat I want to show you is this one. It's called the Nuna Pipa. Now, infant car seats, they have a couple of different functions like most car seats. Number one, they're keeping the child from being ejected from the car. That's what car seats do. Also, they have different safety features that slow down the forces of the crash and keep the child secure in the crash. And better infant car seats have more shock absorbing material, whether it's foam or steel or different types of plastics, to make the car seat safer. So our most popular infant car seat is this one. It's called the Nuna Pipa. It is quite light. It is 7.7 pounds, and people like it, number one, because it's light, and also because it is very easy to install. I'm a huge fan of infant car seats that are easy to install. So a lot of the differentiating features that I show you today is really going to be all about the base. So this base is very easy to install. Now, every car seat I show to you today will have some sort of good installation feature that makes it a little easier to install, but not all infant car seats are created the same. This base is a nice, strong, steel reinforced base, and it has this. It's called a load leg. And this is another connection point, which is fairly typical in Europe, that enables you to stabilize the base and contain the forces of the crash. It also has this situation. It is called rigid latch or ISOFIX, and what that enables you to do is install the car seat in one click, 1 second. Click. It's installed really easy, and now that load leg is going down to the base of the seat. Remember, children are in car seats, infant car seats, rear facing. So this would be the back of the car, and this would be the front of the car. And when you put in your infant car seat, you click it right in, the baby is facing the rear of the seat, and rear facing is the safest way to ride. One of the other features that people like about the Nuna Pipa, the regular Nuna Pipa, is the fact that it has this dream drape. Embedded in the canopy is a dream drape. It looks like this. So you take the dream drape out of the canopy, and then you magnetize it to the little magnets. So it keeps it stable on the front. And then what this does is it protects the baby. It creates a dark environment for the baby to sleep. It also makes sure that strangers don't touch their baby. People love the dream drape. So like I said to you, it's really easy to install with the rigid latch, and to remove it, there's a little button down here which you kind of squeeze, and it just removes really, really easy, and then you can just store the load leg. If you have like a hump on the back of your seat, you don't actually need to use a load leg. You could just like store it underneath. The nice thing about the Pipa is that you can install it without the base as well. So if you're on an airplane or in an Uber or in a taxi, or if you're in a car that doesn't have a base installed, you can install it by just using the seatbelt. You'll see on the back here, there's this blue thing. This is a European belt path. So I'm going to show you how the European belt path works over in my actual car. So I'm here in the back of my car. Welcome to my car. Just for reference, this is an Audi Q3. It's a small SUV. It doesn't have the biggest back seat in the world, but it doesn't have the smallest back seat in the world. Like I said before, you're gonna find your lower anchors right here on the bottom. I actually have these protectors, and you may not even notice that they're there, and you just remove them. And actually, in this particular situation, you see the word ISOFIX, so this is where you put those lower anchor points. Like I said before, this is not an installation video. This is just a way to help you see what this is gonna look like in real life with my real car. So I have that Nuna Pipa base right here. I'm gonna pull out that load leg. And as you can see, it goes to the floor of my car. And what I can do is there's a little button here that I can lower this so that it is even. You can see right here that there's these little bubble indicators, so you know when it's in the right position. And actually, you can move the base position as well, so that you know that you can adjust it to the correct position. So I'm gonna put that in. I'm going to line up my ISOFIX. Cool. It is installed, and I'm going to lower the load leg so that the little bubble is right in the line. And there it is. Cool, clicked in. Perfect. And now you have the Nuna Pipa installed. I told you I'd show you how to install this thing without the base. Let me show you. The way you remove the seat is there's a little lever on the back, little like pull, and that just removed that infant car seat. And then I'm going to push the two buttons, and I'm removing the base. Really easy to go. So there's a blue line right here, and you want that to be like level with the ground. You kind of have to eyeball it. And then what you do is you take your seatbelt and you put this is like a little slit right here, and you slit that through. And I'm gonna buckle this in to the actual seat buckle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the seat belt and I'm going to pull it around the back here. And I'm putting it through that little blue secure system. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the seat belt till it goes to the very end. And I'm going to secure it in there. And now, like I said, this isn't an installation video, but this is basically how you would use a European belt path. And by having the seatbelt go behind it, it just is going to stop it from moving in this direction, which is pretty cool. But I'd recommend finding your local CPS tech to walk you through so you know exactly how to install the car seat by yourself. The next car seat that I want to show you is the Nuna Pipa Lite. Now you may think, hey, this looks just like the Nuna Pipa, but it's actually the Nuna Pipa Lite. It is the lightest car seat on the market. It is 5.3 pounds. It is really, really light, and it's really safe. The first thing you need to know about the Nuna Pipa Lite is that it has the exact same base as the Nuna Pipa. And remember, all the infant car seats that I show you and all the infant car seats that are sold on the market come with the base included in the box. So you will be getting one base with the box, but you can always buy an extra base if you have multiple cars or if there's someone else who is driving around the baby frequently. But so it's the same base. Remember, you just click it right in with that ISOFIX. But the thing you need to know about this is that unlike the Pipa, which I just showed you could be installed without the base, you actually need to have the base. So you can't use this in a taxi without the base or an airplane without the base. You kind of need to schlep along the base with you if you are using the Nuna Pipa Lite. But it is really, really light, and people love that, and it's really, really safe. One of the reasons why it's safe is because the interior of underneath this, by the way, it's flame retardant free fabric, so there's no flame retardants on this. There is, you can see it right here. It's this proprietary process that puts EPP foam, polypropylene styrofoam, which is a super shock absorbing foam that is lined throughout the seat. It is super flexible, really safe, and really wonderfully shock absorbing. So despite the fact that it's light, it's actually one of the safest car seats on the market in terms of its shock absorbency because of that EPP foam. Note that the Nuna Pipa Lite does not have a dream drape, but there is another version of the Pipa Lite called the Nuna Pipa Lite LX that does have a dream drape. Let's move on to the next car seat. The next best infant car seat of 2018 is the UPPAbaby Mesa. This one I have in front of me is the Henry variety, which is a wool car seat. Also, like the Nuna Pipa Lite, is flame retardant free, but this one has a wool cover. They also make a Jordan color, a gray color, which is also flame retardant free. So the first thing is we like that there's no flame retardants on it, and the UPPAbaby Mesa only works with UPPAbaby strollers, the Vista, the Cruise, and the Menu. So if you like this car seat, you have to get an UPPAbaby stroller to go with it. I showed you the Pipas. The nice thing about the Pipa is that there are various adapters that enable you to put the Pipa on one of the strollers of your choice. There's a misconception out there that you need to get the same brand car seat and stroller like with an UPPAbaby, but many of the stroller manufacturers make adapters that enable you to put different car seat brands on different strollers and make them compatible. If you have any questions about car seat compatibility, you should get in touch with us, mbeans.com/questions. But I move on. Like I said before, many of the car seats I show you have special installation features. Let me show you this one. So you remove the car seat from the base, and here is the base. You'll see that there are these orange buttons, and what that does is it enables you to remove these latch connectors. This is a latch connector. Latch is an acronym. It stands for lower, anchor, and tether for children. And what this special, you can hear the ratcheting sound. You push down this orange button and you click in the first latch connector, and you do it in the second latch connector. And then what happens is you'll see that there is a little red, there's a little window on the base, and all you have to do is push down, and the window goes from red to green, and you know that it is secure. You may be wondering, hey Ellie, there are these little things in the car seat that you have that enable you to attach the base to the car. Those are called lower anchors. All cars after 2002, 2003 have lower anchors. So in the back seat of your car, you likely have lower anchors. You just didn't realize they were there because you've never been a parent before. To remove the base, all you have to do is push these little red buttons and they remove. Two more things about the Mesa. One is you can install this without the base, but there is no European belt path. The other thing is, unlike the Pipa and the Pipa Lite, there is a non-rethread harness. So right here, there's this little tab, and that enables you to raise up the side impact protection and the straps without having to rethread them, which is a really nice feature. Note, when you put an infant in an infant car seat, you want the straps to be at their shoulders and below. You want to come up from behind their shoulders in the infant car seat, and always when they're rear facing in a car. When they're forward facing, eventually it's at their shoulders and above. The next best car seat that I want to show you is called the Doona. Now this is an infant car seat that, wait for it, turns into a stroller. No, it's true. It's really, let me show you how that works. Just for demonstration purposes, I'll show you how to remove it from the base. There's this little white button. You push down the top button and you push in this lower button and it removes. And then over here, there's this white latch or white lever, and you do this. Look, the wheels pop out. And now you're able to push around and use this as a stroller. This is so good for people on the go, people who travel a lot, people who are constantly going in and out of taxis. This is a great product. It's also good to supplement with a larger stroller. Maybe you have a running stroller in your garage and you use this for like on the go, going to the supermarket, etc. To close this back up, what you do is you push this button and that lowers the handlebar. You move this back into this upright position. And then what I normally do, little pro tip, is I put my foot against the bottom wheel and then I just push and I lower this right down and it clicks right closed. Let me show you the base. Now, The other bases that I've shown you before have these special installation tricks. This is a pretty standard base, but it does have that really nice latch connector. When you see these latch connectors with the word safeguard on them, they're really good quality latch connectors. They're also these random hook ones, which are not as easy to use, but they're still very safe. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click one in, and then I'm going to click the second one in, and I'm just going to I'm going to put my weight down on the base, and I'm going to pull so there's less than 1 inch of movement at the base. Okay? This is not an installation video, but that's the general sense. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and put this back into the base, and then what you can do is you can take this handlebar and move it forward, and it works as an anti-rebound bar. Let me explain to you about that. Remember I showed you with the Nuna Pipa that there is a load leg that sort of keeps the car seat stable in a crash? This does a very similar thing. So in a crash, you're going to be going forward, like crashing forward most of the time, and then the car is going to like recoil back. What's going to happen is the car seat is going to move in this direction, and then instead of like jolting back, this is going to be anti-rebound. It's going to stabilize and make sure it doesn't go back in this direction. It's a really nice safety feature. Another thing about it, though it's really cool and kind of gimmicky because it turns into a stroller, it's also extremely safe. The handle acts as another side impact barrier. There's foam lining the interior of the seat, and they actually have extra side impact protection inside the car seat as well. So there's like basically a triple layer of protection, so it's super safe in terms of side impact. I have a Doona base right here, and I'm going to click in that latch connector, and it clicks right in. And then I'm going to put some weight down on the base, and I'm going to pull so there's less than 1 inch of movement at the base, and there's a little bubble indicator to know that it's installed in the even position. So if you're out and about for the day, you push around your baby in the Doona, and then you lower this, put this in the top position. Like I said, lean this against your foot, just lower this down, it clicks right closed, you lift, and you throw it into your car. They do sell wheel protectors if you're concerned about the wheels sort of touching your car, but you can see that the wheels are sort of suspended. They don't actually touch your seats when they're installed in the car. And then what you can do is you can move the handlebars forward to engage that anti-rebound bar. Before I tell you about the last best infant car seat of 2018, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give us a like. And if you want to see more videos like these, please subscribe to Magic Beans videos today. Now, the last best infant car seat of 2018 is the Cybex Cloud Q. Now, this car seat has its reputation because it reclines on a stroller. I'm going to show you that in a second. But something that is often overlooked is how amazing the base is of this thing. Let me show you. So you remove the base by pushing down this little button, and I remove it. Great. Here is the base. As you see coming out, they also have a load leg very similar to the Nuna Pipa. It has this great load leg because Cybex is a European company. There's this orange sort of dial. You turn it, and this tensioning plate opens up. And what it enables you to do is you can install your latch connectors on both sides. And then what you do is you take out a little bit of tension on that strap. And what you do is you push down, and that orange dial turns, and it really is, folks, this is a rock solid installation. So you have this really, really wonderfully installed. By the way, if you want to do a seatbelt install, let's say you want to install this in the middle of your back row, you could actually take your seatbelt, put it through the tensioning plate, and you're able to install it using a seatbelt as well, with technology that makes it easier to do. One note, you have to turn the seatbelt into its automatic locking position in order to finish the installation. One quick note about the seatbelt installation is that you need to switch your seatbelt retractor into the automatic locking position in order to complete the seatbelt installation. The Cloud Q also has a European belt path, so you can install it with the European belt path without the base. Two more things before I show you how this thing reclines on a stroller. Cybex Cloud Q has this protruding thing, this extendable telescoping thing called an LSP system. It's a linear side impact protection. This is an extra layer of protection, so if you're in a side impact collision, the impact is going to hit the LSP system first, then the shell, then the foam, and there's actually also this interior wall, so there's 1, 2, 3 layers of protection on a Cybex Cloud Q. So it's absolutely fantastic in terms of its protection in a side impact collision. Cybex, we don't really have safety ratings in America, but in Europe, Cybex just like runs the table when it comes to safety ratings. Last thing is that similar to the Mesa that I showed you earlier, this has a non-rethread harness as well. There's a little loop behind the headrest that you can move the headrest up and down so that you can move those straps really easily. But like I told you, the cool trick that this car seat can do is that it reclines on a stroller. I have a Cybex Premium right here. I'm just going to remove the seat. These are called Maxi Cozy adapters. They come included with a Cybex. You click one in, you click the second one in. You can see that they're sort of angled like towards the handlebar. That's how you put it in the Maxi Cozy adapters. Then you take your Cloud Q and you just click it right, look, it basically falls right on top of those adapters. And then what you can do is on the back here, you just push this down, and look, now you can have your child in a reclined position when you're walking around, and it's so great to have your baby, as their neck muscles are developing when they're first born, to have them in a more lay flat position. But just in general, they don't typically recommend that your child is in that sort of wedge infant car seat position for too long. So the nice thing about the Cloud Q is that they're in this reclined position on a stroller. Note, you can't make this happen when you actually put it on the base. So there you have it, the best infant car seats of 2018, the Nuna Pipa, the Nuna Pipa Lite, the UPPAbaby Mesa, the Doona, and the Cybex Cloud Q, all available to buy from us, from Magic Beans, with free shipping. If you have any questions, I know I sometimes speak fast. If you have any questions, you want me to slow it down for you, you can go to mbeans.com/questions and ask your questions. You can call us at 617-383-8259, or you can just leave a comment below. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give us a like. And if you want to see more videos like these, please subscribe to our YouTube channel today. And don't forget to go right over to mbeans.com right now, where we have offers and giveaways and wonderful things going on. Hope to see you again soon.